What's going on, everybody? Like your pops, we went to get some cigarettes, but unlike your deadbeat father, we are back. Welcome again to another episode of the Sideline, guys. I am Chris.
I'm Derrick.
It's great to be back, man.
Yes,
It's great
sir.
to be back. With
Yes, sir.
broken promises and all, we return.
Yeah,
Ready.
just a little late. We had to get the cigarettes. We had to get some 40s.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Inexplicably gone, but back nonetheless. This is all that matters. This is all that
Yeah,
matters.
yeah,
At
we're
least we
here.
have the courtesy to come and return once again.
Yeah, yeah. Before the birthday party.
Exactly, exactly. So, all disclosure here. We're gonna start on the NFL side of things as we always do this time of year. But
Yes.
just wanted to give a quick recap, just because it's been a week, as we mentioned. So, the current standings, based off of our predictions, I am sitting at 53, 40, and 1, and you are sitting at 51, 42, and 1. So a super close race just turned around last week. Last week, I'm not gonna lie, they killed you, dogs. The first, I
Bro,
think it was like the first six.
that was a rough week. That was a
Legit,
rough week, man. I'm looking at the results of some of these games. I was like, whoa, what?
legit,
Like
legit.
the
I was
Giants actually beat the
surprised,
Ravens?
dude. That hurt so
I
bad.
did not expect that. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I'm really starting to hate. I'm really starting to hate the narrative because for a while, remember, I was in Harbaugh's corner, but
Yeah.
three times now in the same season, all games which we should have had wrapped up.
Yeah.
I am fully in panic mode. There's a lot of people like, hey, hit the brakes. We got an easy schedule moving forward, which is also true. But we should be 6-0 right now. We should be exactly where you guys are. And I'm
Yeah.
disappointed we're not for sure.
Yeah, man.
And then what else too? I was the biggest shocker of last week was that you picked the Saints against the Bengals, dude. And as the game's going on, it felt like you were gonna get it too. Like I'm like, there's no way he called this shit and he's gonna get it. That game
Yeah.
was way closer than I thought it would be too.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought I'd kind of go out on a limb a little bit, you know.
I like it. I
Live
like it.
life on the edge for a little second, see what it feels like.
And I know you was feeling it too, like as it was
That must
happening. Like
hurt,
I
bruh.
got this, swear, word. So Thursday night, I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't even tell you my pick. I ended up picking the Saints and got burned.
Oh,
So
you did?
what is your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I chose the Cardinals because I knew Winston wasn't gonna be playing. I mean, he suited. He was supposed to be like he's like QB3, right? But
Hmm.
I knew they weren't gonna let him play.
The Red Rocket
Um,
was dealing the week before, so I had a
yeah,
little bit of faith, but yeah,
yeah.
it all blew apart for
I mean,
sure.
between that, Michael Thomas wasn't playing. Um,
Kamara's absent as
Kamara's
well.
absent, so yeah, I don't know. And apparently, there's some rumor going around now that teams believe that Kamara is about to get can be traded.
Really, I haven't heard
Yeah,
any of that.
yeah. I just read that. I don't know how true that is or not. I'm not speaking about that factually, but that's just a rumor that I just saw before we started recording. So I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Hmm.
That would be interesting though, because you have teams
Sure.
like Buffalo who um,
Keep him away from Buffalo, man.
that'd be
if
interesting,
they
bro. I,
trading him,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna lie, man. That'd be interesting as hell to see that go down.
Yeah, if anybody should really make that work, it's the Rams. Like they got to be calling
I
ASAP
don't
and
see.
figuring that
I
out.
don't trust the Rams because you their 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 full reason for their issues is not only the run game.
Definitely, definitely.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
But you can't deny that it'll help.
no, they need it. They need it for sure.
Mhm.
But I don't want to see him over there
There's
because
bigger problems.
there's a lot. Yeah, they got some other things y'all got to handle out there too. So
Which is why that 49ers trade I think works out in a way that
wasn't that
is
wild?
really good. Exactly, that's really good for them because they have the line to support it. So
Yeah,
it all works out.
you have the
When you
line
don't, it's tough.
and Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, like all those guys with CMC.
Yeah.
Eagles Niners NFC Championship game. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, that's refreshing. It's gonna suck points wise, but that's refreshing.
It will suck
Honestly,
points wise.
I was talking to Logic about this. I was like, give me any other QB on this team, and this is the best offense in football, right? Like if you can actually throw the ball confidently with this offense, like this is the best offense in the league. But because we got good old Jimmy G,
Hey man,
it's gonna be Screen City, baby. Screen
that's
Screen
yeah.
City.
I would if you replace Jimmy G, who you replace him with? That's the thing. Like Trey Lance is out for the year, so like, are you? And then if you go trade for someone, now you gotta have a QB controversy next year too.
For sure.
Which I don't think they want to do that. It's either move forward with Trey Lance or move
Or
forward
not. Yeah.
completely.
And for me, it's not necessarily like they should make a move at quarterback. It's just imagine what it could be if they had enough
Oh yeah,
anywhere
yeah,
any
yeah,
other breathing body
yeah,
at that
yeah.
position.
Oh, if they had Teddy Bridgewater, this would be interesting.
Mhm.
If they had
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a bunch of people you could just slot in, and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be much better than the situation is currently. But anyway,
Yeah.
we're all over the map here, but it's
Yeah.
fine. This is what happens. This is what
Yes,
happens.
sir.
So we are already had our Thursday night game, so why not jump right into Sunday? So we've got Browns at my Ravens. We got talked about this a little bit as well. I'm leading. I don't give a fuck. So
Yes,
first of
sir.
all, these Browns. Um, Interesting sort of collapse of late these last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Really didn't expect that Patriots game, and I feel like the defense is doing what the defenses will always do. But a lot of the praise that Jacoby Brissett got early on in the season, I feel like now those things are sort of the reason why that was an issue coming into the season is starting to show itself. So
Mm-hmm.
um, I'm interested to see how the run game gets going in this one. I feel like we've been pretty good at stopping offense in general until the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. So I'm looking forward to see. I feel like if we're able to battle in the trenches and really shut down the run game early, like I feel like there's no reason we shouldn't be up 2 scores going into the third quarter at least. So I'm confident in picking us here, but man,
Yeah.
like if it, at this point, it doesn't even matter how we lose. Like it's crazy to think of it, but week 7, this is a win. This is a must-win game
Yeah, it
against a
is.
division rival.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
never an easy one for sure.
Yeah. I'm taking the Ravens too, but can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Nick Chubb, the best running back in the NFL right now?
That's a good question. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
And I think my answer will make you happy, but um this season's different.
This
This
season
season's
is
different.
different. It
And there
is.
is some time still for these things to all unfold. But
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
you know where I'm going with that one.
Go ahead and
But
say it though. Go ahead and say it.
yeah, Miles Sanders is doing his goddamn thing
He
this
is. He
season.
is.
I just gotta say.
He is.
I just
He
gotta
is.
say. In a way that I never would have expected after last season, for sure.
Yeah. 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 No,
For sure.
he had to shut some people up, including myself.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Both of us.
Yeah, I appreciate it because dude's been balling. I don't
Right.
want him to change. So keep going, young man.
Yep. There's a lot of times where you're happy to be wrong about
Oh
things.
yeah,
And that's
yeah,
one of those. That's one of
yeah,
those.
yeah. I mean, but you can only. So I think that's one of the things that in this space of being a sports analyst, like a lot of people just don't want to admit that they were wrong about something. This is rush to be first, and this rush to be right on every single thing. Kendrick Perkins, I have yet to hear him predict something that actually happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just, I don't like it. So hey, I don't have a problem saying I was wrong, man. That
Yep.
I was wrong on that, and I'm glad that he's showing up and showing out this year. This is what we expected from him all along. So
For sure.
going into a contract year too.
Hmm.
So you got to do it.
Literally.
You
Quite
got no
literally.
choice. I just don't want to see him do what Ezekiel Elliott did.
Hmm.
Get
Yeah.
that contract and then just say, "Hey."
Which after last season, I feel like that's much more realistic than just seeing how well he's doing now. Like, hey,
Yeah.
why not just chill after you get that contract? Hey, I
Yeah.
understand it.
Yeah. 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 So we'll see.
But hey, that Cowboys offense is doing his thing too. We can't talk too much shit on Zeke. Even though it seems like he's losing that job every week.
Oh,
He's still
told
doing
you.
well in the touches that he's getting. So, and it
Tony
makes
Pollard.
sense.
Tony Pollard is the number one for me. I
Mhm.
don't care
They do
based on
different things out there though,
they
which I feel
do.
like which it's good to have that 1-2 punch. We
Yeah,
talk
you
about that
need to
more
have that. You need to have that, but like Tony Pollard is the guy in my
for
opinion.
sure,
That
for
just
sure.
he's just not officially the guy because he's not getting paid what Zeke is getting paid.
But he's featured more in the offense, especially in
Now, yeah,
checkdowns, things like that.
it took how what was it been like 3 years for them to actually utilize him properly?
Yeah. I don't know. There might be something going on there between him and Dak. Let's something to keep our eye out on when Dak comes
Oh,
back.
Dak does come back this week.
Something to keep
That's
our eye out on.
interesting. Okay,
Anyway, I don't know how the
okay.
fuck we ended up here,
I don't
but
either. Oh, the running back
Ravens
conversation.
over the
My bad.
Browns, baby.
Ravens.
Yeah,
Speaking of the Ravens.
this can go south. That's all I
Oh
gotta
yeah,
say. And if
yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
does, I might not even show up next week. We might have to get somebody else here
Hey
because
man. Hey.
depression, just straight depression, because the hopes are so high, and you
Yeah,
cannot watch this team. And I'm gonna say this: this is sounds as homer as possible, but if you're watching these games, you agree with me. Like, you can't watch this team and say this team isn't a top five team, but we're 3-3. Like,
yeah.
it doesn't fucking make sense.
It
So I
what
can't give us
you see
exactly,
on tape is different than what's on paper, which
exactly,
is when
and
you
that's
match
why
them. You gotta get those matched up. I mean, you guys got Deshaun Jackson this week too, so I don't know if he's gonna play this week. I don't know what that does right now, but if he can stay healthy, that's one hell of a weapon to have. I just
for sure
it's a big question on his health because he has not stayed healthy for an entire season
for
for
the last 3+
years.
years, yeah, literally.
So
I like it though. What I found weird about that move though is in a lot of ways, Devin Duvernay stepped up in the same exact role
yeah,
that he would in this offense. So
yeah,
having two of those guys doesn't hurt, but at the same time, it just feels like having having multiple of the same pistol. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You're
yeah,
not gonna go out here with a Kimbo's.
yeah.
That only exists in modern warfare. But anyway, next up, we got our Bucks up against the Carolina Panthers, and this gives me another chance to admit that I was wrong. I really had high hopes for this Carolina team, and it is officially blown up. I think we're in rebuild mode, and with the defense as good as theirs, I honestly feel like it shouldn't take that long. But considering the fire sale move and giving away McCaffrey in the way that they did, I think they're going full rebuild, QB included. Like, I think this
Yeah.
is a 4-year process now,
Oh yeah.
which sucks because this defense honestly is in a place. That's when we'll know for sure if they're trying to turn this around quickly or not. But once we start seeing the defensive pieces get moved around, um, full reset mode. But there's no
Mhm.
reason to go against the Bucks here, even though they just lost to the goddamn Steelers.
Yeah, no, you don't go against the Bucks in this game. By the way, I think does this mean that you've lost a bet now?
No, no, because what in order for me to lose the bet, your side needs to come true, and
Hey man, hey man. Neither one of them make it to the playoffs. Let's just say it like that.
for real, neither one of us looking like we win in this one at this point. We might have to bring those stakes back up in another form because
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah,
coming. It ain't
yeah,
happening.
yeah.
Maybe
But
not
this,
this season.
yeah, no, 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 not at all, not at all. Kaepernick is not coming back to the league. I'll just put it like that.
Oh man,
Yeah, I
that
gave up on
makes me
that one.
sad. That makes me
Yeah,
sad.
yeah.
But from one matter of depression to another. My question to you before we move on, because this is a game that's pretty easy to move on from.
Yes, it is.
Um, how do you feel about this Bucks team? What is going on right now? I know you probably saw the video of Tom Brady freaking out on his offensive line.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Um, I think we discussed this before the season started. But I didn't expect a Super Bowl run from them. You know,
Hmm.
um, I think when you have a lot of the pieces that are gone that were there on the Super Bowl run, I don't see how you say confidently that they will get back. Not looking like this. Um,
Hmm. The
hey,
defense has
look,
been solid. But
the defense has been, yeah, most definitely. But yeah, if they lose this one, Tom Brady might be calling his divorce lawyer and be like, "Hey, let's call it off. I want my family back."
I
I
feel like
I
this
don't
has
see it.
happened before though, right? Like this doesn't mean anything. Like this
I
is
don't
like
know Tom. I don't know what Tom Brady, bro. Like this is just I don't even take him seriously anymore, to be honest.
this is like Tristan Thompson cheating on his girl. Like this has happened already. You
You
know what I'm
already know.
saying? Like we've been here already. We already know they're not gonna get divorced and it's gonna be fine. You know, we'll move on.
Have they gone down this road before?
Yes, for the
I've
same
never paid
reasons.
attention to that.
For the same reasons. Yeah.
Never paid attention to that. Wow. Well, I mean, hey.
Hard to avoid it now. I swear, you get the Botox, and now people only care about the TMZ side of your life. You know what I mean? It all changes.
I mean, he gets alimony too. That's the crazy thing about all that. She
Really,
makes more than he does. Yes.
you just broke my brain a little bit there. That
Isn't
just
that weird?
yeah.
Yes.
No, I
It's
mean all power to her.
no,
It's
no.
no
I'm just saying, like,
disrespect
weird to
to her,
think
but
that though. Like,
for
of
sure,
like a man of his stature is going to could actually receive
that
alimony.
anyone in the history of humans can. Yeah, exactly.
That does.
Hey, that's a fucking power
Wow.
move right there. Hey,
It almost made me wonder if that's why he's been renegotiating his deals the last couple of years.
he's like,
Restructuring the
hey,
contracts. This might happen.
sign some linemen, sign some linemen. All right, I'm trying to get this child support. You know. That's crazy, dude. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Yeah, yeah. At least that's what I read. That she does. She makes more than he does, and he can go for alimony. So
Fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. The fact that this is the stuff that beat writers give a shit about is
yeah,
hilarious. But it's the TMZ cycle, you know?
yeah,
It's the
yeah.
news world we live in nowadays.
This is it.
So next up, we got Falcons at Bengals, two surging teams, which make
Yes,
this a much more interesting matchup than it should be.
yes,
How do you feel about your hometown team, man? What's going on over there?
bro. Okay, listen. Not my hometown team, but but I actually need to apologize to Marcus Mariota. I had no hope that they were going to be able to do anything remotely close to what they're doing right now.
Without Cordero Patterson too.
Without, isn't that weird?
Yeah, spectacular.
I mean, is great. Good for them. Good for them. It gives Atlanta fans a lot of hope that they should not have, but good for them.
Mhm.
I do. I am actually glad to see that. But
The underrated part of it too is it's really the defense that's buoying them. It's not really
right,
the offense. The
right,
offense is really hit or miss.
yeah.
There could be days where they're just non-existent, but
But
it's really the
Mariota
defense
looks good though. Like
for
like
sure.
I
Making
thought,
reads especially.
yeah, I figured he'd be like. I couldn't really say that he was going to be an upgrade over Matt Ryan, but I felt like
Mhm.
going into the season, like, they could have something different than what they had last year. I just didn't have any expectations for them because of, you got
Yeah,
holes all over the roster.
yeah.
I mean, good for them. Good for them. I'm actually
Mhm.
choosing them in this game.
Wow,
I'm actually choosing,
really?
yeah, I'm actually choosing them in this game, and I'm not joking
What
here.
is it about the state of this Bengals team that you picked against them 2 weeks in a row now? What's going on?
Uh, I can't put my finger on it yet.
Hmm.
Outside of that offensive line, I don't know. I can't trust that line, man. And if you
Mhm.
can't trust your line to at least get your QB to stay up,
Yeah.
that's my biggest thing.
Mhm.
I thought they did a phenomenal job getting to the Super Bowl last year. But I Atlanta is on a they're feeling themselves right now, which I
Yep.
think can actually, like, that momentum can swing them up. I didn't expect them to beat the Niners, bro.
Yeah, no, me neither at
I
all.
mean, I did not expect that at all. And I
And
was
it was
watching that
dominant.
game. Yeah, no, it wasn't like they just lucked into it. They made Jimmy look bad. I mean,
Stepped on next for
you
sure.
really don't need help doing that at times, but they
We going
really,
Papa Ho.
yeah.
Bye.
They made him look horrible last week.
Mhm.
So, and he has a better offensive line than the Bengals, bro.
Yep. Far better.
So if they were able to do that with that line, I can only surmise.
The quality of player though, like that
I
that's what gives me
know,
pause here.
I
Like
know. I know,
Hmm.
but God,
Yeah,
my God.
their line is bad. But what I find, I feel like they're in a much better place than they were the first 2 weeks. Like the
Oh, for
first two
sure,
weeks, they
for
looked
sure.
terrible.
Yeah,
I feel like now, especially even the Ravens game, like that was a close game. We barely got
yeah,
out of that one.
yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not hitting the panic button on them yet. I think with a little bit more time together, they'll be able to smooth it out. But I
Hmm.
see the same thing you're seeing. It hasn't been the same team as last year for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So like I'm just gonna go with the Falcons in this one. I think I have a little more trust that they can do it.
Mm,
I will likely be
wow,
wrong. I'm acknowledging that, but
I like it. Shoot a shoot.
yeah, yeah.
I respect it.
Why not? Let's go for it.
I'm going with the Bengals because
Yeah.
I have T. Higgins on most of my fantasy leagues.
Oh
So
yeah,
that
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's the reason. I need some help here. Okay, you guys. It's been a while. All right. It's
yeah,
been a while.
yeah, yeah.
But next up, Lions at Cowboys. They need a bounce back after their L to the mighty Eagles. Um Lions, I feel like this game is very weird. This
It
game is very,
is.
very weird. My heart is with the Lions. I want to pick the Lions. But
Me
I'm picking the
too.
Cowboys in this one. Just too many people coming back from injuries. If the league's best offense to open the season stood healthy those first couple of weeks, I definitely would have picked them in this just because the first game back for Dak potentially, like there's just so many things in the air.
Mhm.
But given the fact that those same issues are there for the Lions as well. Um, just got to go with the Cowboys, and it's what they've been doing defensively has been historic. If I got the stat right, I hope I do.
Yeah.
No player in the history of the NFL has gotten more sacks to start their career than Micah Parsons. Did you know this? Including Lawrence Taylor, including all the great pass rushers of the past. At this point in his career, no other player has the amount of sacks that he does, which is kind of crazy.
That's interesting. But I know everybody's gonna say I'm a hater for saying this. They played tissue offensive lines a good portion of last year. Like
Can't deny that.
their schedule last year was Charmin soft, bro.
But this year is where their defense took the step forward, though. No.
Yes, but I'm saying if you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about his whole career, though,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm like, to me, that's a little pat. Like,
Can you not have a padded record in the NFC East?
can you what?
I said, can you not have a padded record in the NFC East? Like, up until this year, I mean, things are turning around, but
Yeah, I mean,
you play the Commanders twice a year. You know what I'm
look,
saying?
bro,
That
that's
gives
not
you
my
some
fault.
padding.
That's
That
not my
gives you some
fault.
padding.
That's not my fault. And it's not Michael Parsons' fault either. I'm just saying, like, when I'm thinking about it differently, and also because of the rule changes and stuff like that. Like,
Mm-hmm. Got you.
that's how I look at it. But shout out to him. You know, didn't do anything last week.
Yeah.
They came into Gotham City and all three Batmans took care of the business. So
That's something that I don't get. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy for you guys, and I'm happy for
yeah.
everything. But you can't be calling multiple dudes the same thing,
Yes,
right?
you
Like
can.
that's that. No,
Yes, you
you
can. There
can't.
are
Like that.
multiple Batmans in the comic books, bro. Like,
Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
and
Oh man.
no, Slay. My bad.
Yeah.
Big play
Please don't
Slay.
even call. Don't even bring that first name.
He
First name is
is
not involved.
not at all. He is a Batman too. The whole team is a whole team of Batman.
Wow.
So yeah,
One of my favorite in-season things. I don't know if you've seen any of these. Every whoever's running the PR team for the Eagles, shout out to you guys.
yeah,
Every week they like drop a question during practice, right? And then
yeah,
and they
yeah,
have everyone answering. My
yeah.
favorite one that I've seen was I think it was a couple days ago. It was like does a straw have one hole or
Yeah,
two
what's
holes? That was fucking amazing, dude. These guys are and it kind of bent my brain too. I'm like, it's one, right? I'm like, but it's two sides, but it's one hole.
It's
You know
one.
what gave me the answer, the truth, what sparked the truth? Think
What?
about this. If a train goes through a tunnel, it comes
Hmm.
out two sides, but it's not
Yeah,
two tunnels,
it's
right?
one hole.
It all adds up.
Yeah, I and Sean Bradley, um, one of the linebackers on the team, he tweeted. He was like, "It's two holes." I said, "No. If you open up a manhole and you crawl down the manhole, you're going in one opening and out another. But it's one hole. It's a manhole. One
Mhm.
singular. That's it.
Yep. I get
Singular."
it though. I could see how you could get caught in the trap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I know. I can see it, but I saw the trap.
I saw the trap. Stop the cap. I'm picking the
Yeah.
Cowboys in this one. I'm picking the Cowboys. Who you
I
got?
want to pick the Lions in this so bad, but I'm going to pick the Cowboys in this one as well. You know, they don't have to face Philly to this week, so they'll win.
My favorite thing about about this year's Cowboys is my dad is now a Cowboys fan again. You know,
What?
every year, every year, you know what I'm saying? Every year he wants to
Why?
give up. Every year he wants to quit. And
You
and every
should,
year somehow he gets reinvigorated.
bro.
Um,
I went to go early voting the other day, man, and there was a Cowboys fan that was working in the building, and older guy, and I looked at him because he had a Dallas Cowboy jacket, so at the start and everything. I looked at him. I said, "Fly Eagles, fly." He was like,
ooh,
"Yo," he said, "Hold up." He was like, "Hold up," because I started laughing. He was like, "Wait, wait, wait, wait. I gotta give credit where credit's due. Y'all did your thing right there, man." He actually
wow,
told me he believes that we're going to the Super Bowl. I was like
wow,
a Cowboys fan. I was like,
wow,
I was like,
unsolicited.
have a good day and enjoy your season, my guy. Like,
I initially when you started the story, I was about to say we need to look into where he was on January 6th. We need to get his exact whereabouts because there might have been some issues there. But now that you said this, I won't even bring that up. We're not even gonna
nah,
look into that.
nah. He's on the black delegation, so
Oh, okay. Even
yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah.
Even better. Even better. Anyway, next up, we have the Giants up against the Jaguars.
Yes,
Um, a game I would have been much more comfortable picking if this wasn't the world we're living in. But hey, the Giants got some goddamn players,
yes.
especially on that defensive side of the ball. That makes the difference for them. Um, how do you feel about this one, man?
They do have some players. I ain't gonna lie. Um, but I am gonna take the Jaguars in this one. I'm gonna take them. I will likely be wrong, but I'm taking the Jaguars. They're at
What's
home.
making you pick them?
They're at home, right?
Hmm.
Um, and I trust I I trust Doug Peterson to game plan. He knows that team very well. He knows
Yep.
how they go. So I'm just experienced a little bit. I think I'm gonna rock with them. Plus I trust their offense a little more. I mean, of course the Giants have Saquon, right? But
Hmm.
I trust
The
Jacksonville's offense.
process. Yep.
Yeah, I trust their offense a little more right now. So I'm gonna take Jacksonville in this one. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm feeling it a
Hey,
little more with them than the Giants this week.
I'm not gonna lie, if the Jaguars have been more consistently
I know,
good, like
I
they've
know.
shown, like they've shown that they can play up to that level.
Yeah,
But that Colts game really threw me off, man. After the way
yeah,
that they wiped the floor with them the first time that they played, I really didn't expect them to lose like that in the second time they face each other. So
yeah.
I really don't know what to make of this team yet. And honestly, after seeing firsthand what this Giants team is like, I really feel like they're like it's beyond the mental stage of the rebuild in the way that like all of these guys they're not playing to hope we're gonna win. Like they're making plays to win,
Brian
and
Dabble
and
has
that's
them pumped up a little more than I expected him to.
yeah, man.
He really
And
does.
he's fired up every field goal, dude. Like
Yeah,
that dude
yeah.
is. I like him. I like what he's doing over there.
Dang man, you making me want to switch my pick now.
Yeah, I'm going with the Giants on this one, man. Let's move on before I give you the chance. I gotta
Yeah,
gotta
go
gotta
ahead.
keep you. I gotta keep you from
I'll keep it where I am. I'll keep it where I
Packers at the Commanders. Commanders were able to bounce back against the lowly Bears last week. Um, Packers also been struggling too, man. How do you see this one?
Yeah. Um, you know what? Tyler Heineke is playing now.
Yep.
Uh, so that makes it to where I don't know, but I'm gonna go with the Packers. I'm gonna go with the Packers in this one, but I believe that this can be a very close game. It could go either way, but I'm gonna lean with the Packers on this one.
I don't think it should be that close though. I'm picking the Packers too.
Oh, it shouldn't be close. It
They've been
shouldn't.
messing around over there. I
But
don't know what's going on
yeah,
over there either.
yeah. But I think it's gonna be a close game, and I'm gonna just say the Packers with this one. But I
I don't know.
wouldn't be
I give the
surprised.
Jets more credit in that win specifically than
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
saying that the
Oh,
Packers just suck.
Sauce Gardner.
But
Oh my god.
top 10 for sure.
Oh my god. Oh my god. There's just nothing else to say about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did their
Kid's a
thing.
monster. I
They
like it.
did their thing. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Colts at Titans. This one's simple, right?
Yeah.
In general, right?
Yeah, we're going Colts, right?
What?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
General
I'm
Mills?
so Wait, you said which game? Colts Titans?
Colts Titans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm the one that's wrong.
Oh, I thought I said I thought that was the Texans.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Totally.
I got you.
I pulled out the wrong bit card and I was hoping
Okay.
well
Okay.
I was hoping you'll transition for me.
Oh, my bad, man. My bad.
It's
My
all
bad.
good. I
Yeah.
laid myself out there.
Slip
It's
up.
my fault.
It's a slip up. My bad.
Colts Titans. This is the second time
Yeah.
they played, right?
Is it the second time?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
Let me see. I want to see the first time. Colts schedule. Yeah. Titans won the first time
Yeah.
24-17. The two fucking divisional replays already. That's
That was
hilarious.
that's fast as hell.
4 out of their 7 games. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, taking the Titans on this one, man. I don't know what happened with the Colts. This is not supposed to be happening right now. And
Everyone is hurt on the Titans though.
I know. I know. I know. Oh, wait, hold on. Jonathan Taylor is coming back, isn't he?
Yes.
I'm taking the Colts.
Damn it.
I'm taking the Colts. Yeah.
Damn
I
it.
forgot he was coming back.
I was
Okay.
trying to pad my lead,
I got
man.
you. I forgot about that. All right, Colts. I'm taking
And
Colts on
hey,
this one.
I like what that passing game was doing last week. I don't know if it's sustainable, but that looked pretty resurgent of Matt
Yeah,
Ryan. If I
yeah,
say so myself.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I want Nick Foles out of there though.
Oh yeah.
I want Nick Foles out of there. Oh, put him on a 49ers. Let's see what that looks like.
Oh, just airing it out.
Yeah. And he's deceptively quick too. So like it's that'd be interesting. I mean, I'd hate to see it because I don't want him to lose.
Oh, come on, bro.
But
Come on, bro.
you know,
This is what I feared. You know what I mean? There was a while there where you were just an optimistic Eagles fan. Now
eh,
you're an entitled one.
no, 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 no. I just call it as I see it.
I like it. I like it. I'll get as long as you guys keep winning, I can't complain, right?
Hey man, look, I told you we could realistically go undefeated to the bye week, right? We're undefeated, and I think I won't even. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone.
I'm glad. We'll leave it at that.
But
Next up,
I do think it though.
yes, and you may even feel it. You may even feel it within certain bones of the body. Next up, Texans at the Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders here, but I kind of want the Texans to win for funny
Yeah,
points.
yeah. I think I'm going to take the Texans on this one.
Wow, you're lying for real?
No, I think I am. It's something about these Raiders I don't trust right now. I don't. I don't. And you remember how we were talking about a couple weeks ago? The Texans are actually like
A functional NFL
they're
team,
like
despite
yeah, they're actually a team right now.
despite
Like
not having the talent that you think they do.
yeah, like
They're a functional team.
on paper they look like you can run over them, but
Mhm.
when you play against them, that's not what you see. So I'm going with the
Damian
upset.
Pierce is gonna be
Yeah.
a big
Oh,
a
he's
big
gonna get
person.
paid.
Yeah,
He's gonna get
100%.
paid.
Dude's
Um.
a monster.
So yeah, I'm gonna rock with the Texans on this one. I think that'd be a good upset this week.
Dude, you're on one today. I don't know what's in the air. I need
Hey
some of
man,
that though.
hey man. I don't know what it is either, but
I know what it is. The helmet to spin.
hey
We're
man,
6-0. You know, there's
hey
nothing.
man,
Life is good.
hey,
You know, that's what it is.
undefeated baby. Let's go.
Jets at Broncos. I'm going with the Jets here.
Yeah, because
Fuck this Broncos
you
team.
shouldn't go with the
They're
Broncos at all.
trash.
Yeah, how many picks you think Sauce Gardner is gonna have this week? Because I think we already know
Oh,
Jets are winning this game. How many picks does he get this week?
ooh. I'm gonna go one. You gotta be conservative. You know, you gotta be conservative.
I'm gonna go with a two.
Wow,
I think he could easily go
wow.
pick six.
I would love to see that. To be honest,
Yeah.
the nothing makes me happier than the pack watch on Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I mean, they took away his Subway sandwich too.
I would have too.
Um, like, he's- yo,
Fucking criminal.
I thought
That
that
parody
commercial,
video is hilarious.
I thought that
Oh my
commercial though.
goodness.
I thought that was a fake thing at first, and I was like, oh no, they're serious with this one. Okay,
Yeah, I'm calling it a parody video
yeah,
because
it
I
looked like
feel
one.
like I'm telling you,
It looked like Mad TV.
he is all in. Yes, his life as a quarterback is a Mad TV episode. He
Yeah,
is the quarterback that thinks he is the quarterback. You know that is who he is. Just such a weird dude, respectfully.
this honestly, this is start. It's sad because I feel like his legacy is now going to take a hit on this, like after this year, and I don't think it's all his fault either. Like I think we put everything on him, but I don't think everything is on him. I think a good chunk of it is,
Okay.
but I don't think
Uh,
all of it is. Mainly because of
sure.
the fact that the coach
Hmm.
with
Yeah, I mean
Nathaniel Hackett.
just a fucking Pop Warner coach if I've ever seen one.
What are
What the
we
fuck is
doing
going?
here?
The only worst performing coach than John Harbaugh is that dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Literally.
yeah. I don't know what's going on out there. Um, but it seems like the atmosphere in the Mile High City is thin, is
How
more
dare
thin than
you?
we thought, bro. Like, what the
How dare you,
hell? What is going on?
bruh?
What is going on?
Honestly, I don't even want to question it anymore because Cortland Sutton's still balling. Like something's going on. I don't know what it is, but I think it's deserved. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm just
I
gonna leave it
look,
at that.
look. I think anything you're talking about in between the lines, cool. That's fair. That's fair share. But the way that everybody just turned on Russell Wilson so fast,
Yeah. I'm not saying
yo,
he's mid or something like that because he isn't,
yeah.
but this year he is slipping.
Oh no, this year I mean, he looked horrible last year too,
Hmm.
which is another reason why I didn't want him in Philly because I'm like, yo, y'all
Killing me. You're killing
wilding
me
if
with
you think
this.
that we want. Look, no, no.
Mhm.
But I
Can't justify it.
can't. Yeah, yeah. It is what it is. But the personal thing, the personal attack on his wife and stuff like that's just overboard.
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
seeing. That's just
Never warranted. Never
nah,
warranted.
nah, nah.
But everybody's tough with a phone nowadays, right?
Oh yeah,
That's
oh
how
yeah,
that
for
works.
sure. Yeah,
But then in person, if you say something about their wife directly to them, they won't do anything
bro,
about it. It's crazy, right?
bro. Richard Sherman. I saw his switch up mad fast.
Mm.
He's been going in on Russell Wilson the
Yep.
last couple of weeks, and
Yep.
then he was the analyst on the show, I mean on their game, and he's on the sideline just talking it up with Russ, like everything's cool, and like nah, keep that same energy, my guy.
Yep.
Keep that same
Yep.
energy. The way you blew a gasket on TV over Russ,
You should be letting him know
get
for
to him.
real.
Like you
Yep.
let bro, let him know what you think and how you feel. He switched up real fast though.
Hey,
So
I don't blame him. Sometimes I switch up on this show too. Sometimes you gotta you gotta take your L, but we'll move on. We'll move on. Next up,
sir,
Chiefs at Niners. And actually, I honestly think this is the funnest game all week.
this
Do you
yeah,
believe that?
I think so. I think so.
Not even because the game is necessarily going to be like a barn burner. It's just the
Yeah,
matchup.
it's gonna be a good
Um,
matchup.
I don't think McCaffrey's going to be dressing for this one. But I know he's in the plane. He's on his way over there. So who knows? I don't know. Maybe a couple snaps here or there.
Why
Um,
not?
I'm going with the Chiefs on this one though.
Yeah, me too.
Even watching that Bills game, like this is the second best team in football, in my opinion, at this stage. So
And who's the first?
come on, bro.
The Eagles, right?
Of course.
Right.
Well, I meant to say, in that conference.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
I
Okay.
didn't say it, but
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
I was
Okay.
thinking.
Okay.
You know.
All right. All
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going with the Chiefs here. Because I feel like I don't know. I'm a fan of the Niners, but you got to bounce back after losing to the Falcons like that last week, and on
Mm-hmm.
top of facing um the the goddamn, in my opinion, what's gonna be the goat long term in our future, right? In our future, I do think that Pat Mahomes will be the what
Oh,
we refer
oh,
to
I
as the goat.
missed part of what you said. I'm sorry. I was reading something real fast. Okay. Okay.
Okay, please tell me you didn't think I was talking about Jimmy G.
I was. That's why I look like that. I'm like,
No
where
way.
you go with this, man?
Yeah, I really think Pat Mahomes is gonna go down as the GOAT when everything's all said and done here. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
I don't think that of him.
Really?
But yeah, I don't. Not right now. It's hard for me to say, the GOAT conversation when someone's still active. So
All
I
right.
don't
So who is your GOAT currently? I'm curious. The QB
of
position.
QBs.
Yeah. Since active players are not included, got to give that caveat.
Well, Brady did retire, so
No, he's active. He's active.
I don't even know. I mean, technically, I will just say Brady. I mean, I know that goes against what I just said, but
Exactly.
um, it's hard to argue certain things. But at the same time, when you've been in so many scandals, it's hard to say you are the GOAT because you cheated your way to
Hmm.
success. So it's kind of like I don't know right now. Right now I'm not even having that conversation. I don't even know right now who I would actually say because
Hmm.
I still believe that Aaron Rodgers is a better QB than Tom Brady. Like
That's an interesting one. I feel like
I
career
still believe that.
wise, that's a little harder to justify.
Yeah,
But I definitely get the vibe you're coming with that
yeah.
one.
Just
I would
just
say
based
right
off
now
off
for
eye
me,
test.
based on retired players only,
Mm.
I think I confidently say Breeze. I don't know if that's crazy talk, but I feel like I confidently say that.
God, we gotta have this breakdown. We have to have a real breakdown on this because I now
He's like, cause that shit don't sound right, Chris.
it don't,
That shit don't.
bruh.
Retired players. I would
I,
I would have Brady at the top of the list for sure.
I gotta make a list. I don't even know right now. Like
Yeah, it's
I
crazy,
don't
but
know.
but it shows we're living in the golden age, doesn't it?
We're living in a phenomenal time for sure, for sure. But retired or not, LeBron is not the GOAT. I will tell you that. I know that.
Oh, for sure, for
I know
sure,
that.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is 100% not him.
No.
Who is the goat then? Who would you say is the goat?
Oh man. I mean, Michael Jordan to me, because I got to see the tail end of his career. I wasn't watching basketball at that point, but I'm gonna say Michael Jordan. And I do have Kobe Bryant above LeBron. I want everyone to know that.
Nice.
I got Kobe above LeBron, and that was before he passed away.
Any of
'Cause
this?
I know a lot of people say that people were ranking him above like after he passed. Nah, I said that 5, 6 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-mm, nah.
Different impacts on the team.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah.
I agree with that
Plus,
list.
you got playoff picture and like who you went through and all that stuff. To me, I think playing better teams to your finals, to your championship, that to me says a lot
Sure.
about your run. And
That's why I don't even have LeBron in my top five right now. I mean, he's gonna get the points record, and then that forces you to put him in the top five, in my opinion. But without another chip, like just as it is
no,
right now,
you could get another chip, and I don't have him. I
in
definitely
your
don't say
top
top
five,
three.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
That's what
gotta
I'm
make my
saying. He's
list.
not
I
in
gotta
my
make my
top
list.
five right now, but I could see him making the top five at the end. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
gotta make my list, bro. I don't know.
you got
I
to
don't
do
know.
this.
I
This
know.
is
It's,
this
I know.
is it's coming soon.
I know some people are gonna be pissed off with this, and guess what? Make your own list, bro. Make your list.
I like
Have
that.
have
I
fun with
like
it.
that.
I don't care.
So, Chiefs or Niners? Who you got?
Oh, Chiefs. Yeah, yeah. I forgot we went on that. My bad. Yeah,
I
the
like it.
Chiefs. Yeah.
All right, Seahawks at Chargers. I'm going with the Seahawks here. I'm putting
Because
the
why
balls
would
out
you go?
today.
Why would you go with the Chargers?
Exactly. Exactly.
I,
With good old sweet ribs at QB.
yeah, what we've been seeing the last
Rib
couple
tips.
weeks.
Oh man.
What we've been seeing the last couple weeks, there's just no way I could confidently say the Chargers. And the way the
Yeah,
Seahawks have been looking this season,
has been so fun. Gino. It's not even a meme. Like if you watching this the way that they're playing, man, Gino's making some fucking throws, man. This
yeah,
guy, he is wheeling and dealing, and I'm
he
loving it.
is. Yeah, so give me the Seahawks, man. I think they're playing
No
at home
way.
too.
I thought I was the hipster here.
Nah. Oh, they're not playing at home.
No, they're in SoFi. I mean, but they're still at home,
I
right?
mean, yeah,
You're always at home.
yeah.
You're always at home.
Uh, I'm taking the Seahawks in this. No, 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 no doubt.
No hesitation, man.
Mm-mm. Nah,
Honey,
because I
honey
mean,
barbecue, boneless rib tips, man. Never,
I
never a good thing. Never a good
mean,
thing.
they've been they look questionable last week.
Very. Yeah,
Highly
they
questionable.
barely won that game.
You
That was
barely win the
against
game.
honestly
So,
what I feel like has been one of the worst teams in the league.
oh,
Like
for sure, for sure.
they're right there with Carolina, if you ask me.
If you barely win that game, I can't confidently take you for a better team or a better team. I just can't. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks in this.
Crazy.
Gino, I look that boy
Pete
about to get
Carroll needs some
paid.
respect in this too. Pete Carroll needs some love in this too,
I
because
think so too.
a lot
Yeah,
of Pete Carroll slander over his career, just like how he got lucky getting Russ and all that,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
defense, like all of that takes time. But
yeah.
put some respect on the man's name. That's all I gotta say.
Most definitely.
Next up, Steelers at the Dolphins. These next two primetime games, absolute garbage. Like absolute garbage. Sunday night and Monday night, terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm picking the Steelers here just because the Dolphins are hurt. If they were healthier, I mean, I don't care that people are supposed to be coming back. You're hurt,
Mm-hmm.
dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you go out like that, that's not some shit you're supposed to come back from in 2 months.
Not that
Like
fast. No,
exactly.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just sad because I like what McDaniel has been doing with this team, man. I'm a fan. Like I feel like
So wait, so
he
is
deserves a lot more credit.
Tua playing? Is that confirmed?
He is active. Yes.
God, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah, man. Let me change that.
Um, is Kenny Pickett playing?
Yes. That makes it.
Because
I
he
mean, this
actually knows
is
how
the
to
concussion
find.
bowl, right? Like
Yeah, no, this is most
In
definitely.
prime time. Like,
Yes, most definitely. Yeah,
bruh,
I don't know who to choose here. Um,
you
I
pick the
might go.
team that
I
just beat the
might go.
Bucks,
I
bro.
might go with the upset and say Steelers too.
You have to, right?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
sad because I honestly had this Dolphins team in the top 10 a couple weeks ago, and rightfully so. They have the talent. It's
Hmm.
just so many. things going wrong at the right time. And then the last tragedy of the week: Bears at Patriots. Ill. I'm picking the Patriots though.
Are you watching this game?
Um,
I love myself too much to watch it. So
I was gonna say this is a Monday. Like this is a Monday
yeah,
night.
yeah,
I'm probably gonna be watching the Yankee game.
yeah,
Probably gonna
yeah,
be watching the Yankee
yeah,
game.
yeah. Treat yourself to something
Treat
nice.
myself to some pain. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah,
it all
yeah.
adds up. It all adds up. You going with the Patriots in this one too?
Hell yeah.
Why
Why
not?
the hell
Right,
why am I taking the Bears?
dude.
I don't even think the Bears will take the Bears right
Seven
now.
points against the Commanders.
I don't even. The Bears ain't taking the Bears in this one, bro.
Riverboat Ron
So
Rivera.
yeah,
7 points, bro. I'm fucking disgusted. How about that? All right.
yeah,
So next up, it is the best time of the year, and not because football is in full swing, not because the MLB playoffs are in full swing, but because we have also been joined by the bell at the ball. The NBA is back, baby. What a time to be alive, man.
yes,
And
sir.
honestly, it snuck up on me. Like
Yeah, it
this
did.
past week, I was kind of like, holy shit, like we're here already. Kind of
Yeah,
had a little nervous breakdown,
yeah,
said my prayers for my rebuilding team.
yeah,
But it's been
yeah,
fun so far, man. There's some stuff that we definitely need to highlight here. First one, obviously, I wanted to mention this because I was so high on them last season. The 76ers. There's been good, there's been bad, and there's been ugly. Um, but I think the best of it all is the resurgence of James Harden. Dude is balling.
yeah.
Clearly got on some sort of weight program. Shout out to hey, get me on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need in on this. The dude is balling. The dude is
He's
balling,
balling.
and it's
Yeah,
good to see. Um, the word is that Joel Embiid is actually pretty hurt. He's dealing with plantar fasciitis, which as a big man, that's the last thing you want to hear.
yeah,
Having foot issues. So that has been leading to a little uncharacteristic play for the team as a whole. But I think as long as you got James Harden playing like that in any sustainable way, I think they'll be able to find their way out of it. But just shocking to see them go 0-2 early in the season with the bright spots.
I'm not shocked.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm not shocked, bro, because like watching the season opener, I saw a lot of the stuff that was just dumb on their end. Like guys kind of just started standing around and Embiid, I understand if he's got plantar fasciitis, that that's horrible, right? That does not stop you from passing to an open shooter.
True.
So
Wasn't directly in his line of sight, but I feel you.
I mean, somewhat was. He had two or three guys in front of him and one behind him. I think PJ Tucker was behind him,
Hmm.
all on the perimeter. And the Celtics just like swarmed him, and he couldn't do anything. You
I
know,
mean, respect. I mean, the returning Eastern Conference champions.
hey,
Let's not forget.
hey man, look, the whole
It's a good
thing.
time to be Derrick, isn't it? That's what you're getting at here.
It is. It is. It's an amazing time. Because look, I mean, everybody started saying they were trying to put the nail in the coffin on the Celtics because of this whole Ime Udoka thing. And to be completely honest, Joe Mazzulla might be the best of both worlds that we had with Brad Stevens and Ime. That's the scary part about it. He
Oh dear.
he is
Come
actually
on, bro.
no
Come on, bro.
from what I've seen preseason and season opener, like the way he commands the guys and a lot of the stuff that he's been doing from an X's and O's perspective. I've seen the best of both coaches right there on the sideline this year. So I like it. I like it. They're not going down, and you're waiting for Robert Williams to come back. You know, it's Celtics look good.
You know what this feels like? You know what this feels like?
What?
Like it's almost like your uncle got caught right on an
Mm-hmm.
episode of To Catch a Predator. So then your aunt starts taking care of you, right?
Okay.
Right. So then you got to be like, she's she's a good mom,
Uh-huh.
but she also does crystal meth. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel obliged to
Yo, this is
say
such a dark story.
you feel obliged to say that she's doing a good job, but it's the
No.
shitty circumstance
Hey,
that
look,
really.
bro. I don't feel obligated at all. I say it like that because I had no clue what I was going to expect with Joe Mazzulla. I had
Mhm,
no clue. I mean, I knew he won the summer league a couple years ago, and like with the main clause.
mhm.
Um,
That's such a shitty name, by the
oh,
way. Like,
they're the what was it, main Celtics now? I think like
oh, they changed their name again.
they changed the name. Yeah, so
Thank
now
God.
yeah, but yeah, he's been with us for a few years, so I kind of figured that continuity would be there, but I didn't know like what to expect. Now I told you I didn't think email was coming back beforehand, right?
Now
I,
he's not even invited.
he's
It's
not
over.
like nah. The players can still talk to him. That's what Brad Stevens just said the other day. The players can still talk to him during the suspension. I can't see Ime coming back as a head coach.
Wow,
I can't.
that's deep. That's
What
deep right
now? It'd
there.
be interesting to see if he did come back on the coaching staff though, like as an assistant under Missoula. That would be interesting to see. I
Yeah,
don't think it's happening though.
that'd be
I don't think that's
fucking
happening
weird,
though.
right?
That'd be
Yeah, I was
very
gonna say
weird.
that'd be very weird.
So hey,
Mm, no crystal meth involved. That's all
no,
that
no,
matters. Next up, these fucking this fucking Laker team is garbage, dude. Let me just I was laughing at
yeah,
this because
yeah.
let's be real. When Lonnie Walker is your second leading scorer after 2 games. I mean, shout out to the Spurs, like great organization. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's just so crazy to me that like this team is literally quite literally what would happen if like how like you do a franchise mode right on 2K and then you do a draft and then you're like, "Oh shit, like
Yeah.
KD's on the Bucks, bro. Like this
Yeah,
is such a
yeah,
weird
yeah,
team.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's exactly what this Lakers team is, bro. Like
yeah.
Austin Reeves is like your bright spot on like it's just
Austin
such a
Reeves
weird fucking
and Matt
team, dude.
Ryan.
Dude. What? Wait, what?
There's a guy on that team named Matt Ryan.
You're fucking lying. For
I
real?
am
I didn't even know this.
so serious because he was on our team. He was on the Celtics, and then like he didn't make the roster, and so you
He
know,
decided to play QB for the Colts.
yeah.
And now he's here. It's crazy.
If you can't play for the
Lakers fucking
Celtics, just leave the
sucks, dude.
sport. Yeah,
And
man.
LeBron, what? I mean, LeBron's still putting up LeBron numbers, right?
But they're
Like
not making the
AD,
playoffs.
AD's doing what he has to do as well. He doesn't look terrible. It's
They're
like,
not
who
making
do
the
you even
playoffs.
point the finger on, bro? Like,
Rob Palinka.
ooh, I like that.
Yeah, Rob Palinka and Jeannie Buss. That's who
Yeah,
you point the finger at. Yeah. Because why in the hell did you trade for Russell Westbrook to begin with?
literally.
Why? Oh, and
I mean,
before
my
that,
favorite
why
interview
the
of
hell
this
did you?
offseason. Go
Oh,
ahead.
yo,
Sorry.
my God, yeah, that was.
I don't even think we're talking about the same thing. What are you talking
No.
about right now?
Well, before the Russell Westbrook trade, why the hell you trade for AD? He was coming.
Exactly. That's true. That's true.
He was coming.
I was thinking about how DeMar DeRozan was saying it was pretty much a done deal that he was going to the Lakers,
That too.
and then he heard about the trade and he was like,
That
"Well, I guess I'm not going to the Lakers."
that too. Yeah. Like none of the moves that they've made in the last 3 years, 3.5 years. I mean, even before that, but just specifically, we're going to just talk about this period of time, have made any sense.
Bruh,
They went and thought that just compiling a team of names was going to get them a championship.
it's so hideous, dude. It's so hideous. This is like have you ever seen so this might be a New York thing, right? But
Mm-hmm.
there's this thing called Ali's Chicken Shawarma, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like the fake version of the Aki way. The Aki way, dude.
Mm-mm.
Oh, this is entirely a New York thing. Sorry,
You
but
good?
this is a TikTok genre of food connoisseurs, right? And
Okay.
Ali Shawarma is like totally biting off the flow. of the Aki
Okay.
way, right? Like
Okay.
that's what's going on right now. Like this
Yeah,
LA team, bro, like especially my favorite part about seeing them lose to the Clippers the way they did is Reggie Jackson is over there balling. Like there was so
yes.
many other options that you could have filled into this team, and throughout the season they're gonna cook you for it, and you're gonna have to own up to the fact that the guards are a turnstile and people are just scoring over and over again on you, and it doesn't matter if you have LeBron and AD doing well when the rest of your team is absolutely ass. I mean, like Juan Toscano Anderson, I think was the fourth leading scorer.
Bro, why?
Dude,
Just why? I mean, Patrick Beverly as well. I mean, the shooting on this team is completely non-existent.
bruh.
I,
No need to close out, even against
no,
AD.
no. For what? For what?
We getting
Stand your ground.
rebounds, baby.
Yeah, yeah. What are you doing that for? I don't. th- The Lakers aren't making the playoffs.
And we wouldn't
This
even be
is
talking this much shit about this team because this is like us starting this episode and being like, yo, the fucking Spurs suck. Like
yeah,
we know
yeah,
that the Lakers are gonna suck. It's
yes,
just everyone that is delusion and
yes.
swears that this is a somehow a championship caliber team. Bust out the diamond testers, man. We need to test those rings
Yeah,
because
yeah,
sign ain't adding up.
yeah. I am so confused, and I mean, aside from uh Leangelo, not Leangelo. Oh my God, what's the Ball brothers' name in Chicago? I'm not blanking on
Um,
everybody's names today.
Lonzo,
Lonzo, thank you. I knew it was the L. Um,
you
aside
did
from
take an L on that
oh,
one for sure.
I held it just like the Cowboys. Um, I think that aside from his knee injury, like you think back on how like who would have actually been on this team? Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle,
Kuzma,
Kuzma, yeah,
Caruso,
like
like yeah,
Caruso. Why did you give all of this up to have AD sit in street clothes for the majority of the time he's been in LA?
my
Why?
favorite part was how long they held on to Halen Horton Tucker, whatever his name is.
Oh
I
my
always forget.
God, bro.
And we're swearing for years that they were gonna get a first for this man, and then they're
I was
just like,
trying to
yeah, you
figure
could
out
take it
why
for a
they thought
second,
that. Yeah, but I was trying to figure out why. Why did you think you would get it first for him? Like,
bro. I'm
why?
telling you, they are the irrational 2K team. That's who they are, and it's fine.
Yeah, and they are not going to even smell the play in.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I mean,
So
hey, they might be there.
no,
They
they're
might be
not.
there.
No, they're not.
Sacramento's in this in their
I trust
conference, bro.
Sacramento. I trust Sacramento more than them.
Ain't no way, bro.
Real talk. I trust Sacramento more than I trust the Lakers.
That's crazy.
I do. I do because they can actually mess around and do something if they wanted to.
Nah, bro.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying in terms of actually being in the
Playoffs and
playoffs
stuff.
and stuff like. I'm just saying like being close to the play-in tournament. They could mess around and get there if around that point if they could mess around more. Look, it's more realistic than the Lakers. That's my point.
Wow.
That's more
That's a
realistic.
sad reality. I don't agree with that just because having LeBron on your team should be the difference maker, right? Between
No,
two bad teams.
no, no. Because aren't the
Oh
Lakers
my
0
god.
2?
Yeah, I mean, not many teams have even played two games yet, though. So
Yeah, but the Lakers
can't cut the
are
ass too bad.
yes, yes, you can. The Lakers are trash, bro.
I know.
They are
I'm not
absolute
denying this, but
garbage.
for you to say that the Kings have a better upside than the Lakers, I don't
They
agree, bro.
do. They
I
do.
don't.
They
Maybe
do.
long term, but this season, like
This
for this
season,
season,
hold on. Let me see who's in their roster. I know
ain't
De'Aaron
no way,
Fox.
dogs.
Hold up.
Ain't no way. And trust me, I'm someone that props my OKC guys every time I get a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
me some Sabonis, but
yeah,
it's not happening. It's not happening.
yeah. No, I'm standing firm on this one. I don't. I mean, I don't think the Sacramento Kings are doing anything this year. Like, I want that to be clear. They're not doing anything this year. I just trust them more than the Lakers,
Wow.
and I don't trust the Kings. That's my point. Like
Yep.
I don't trust anybody over there.
I don't trust none of these hoes, bro.
So yeah.
For real.
But I mean, they got Malik Monk, they got De'Aaron Fox,
I love how you're saying this, like it's
Matthew
encouraging.
Dellavedova, Kevin Herter, Domantas Sabonis. They've got pieces over there and guys that can actually shoot. Rashawn Holmes, I forgot about him. Like
With good reason.
Harrison Barnes,
Yeah.
Trey Lyles. They've got guys that can actually shoot on that team that they can mess around and have a better record than the Lakers. I put it like that.
I'm, I'm gonna let you
I
rock
put it
with
like
that. I
that.
like that. I like that.
I
I'm gonna
put it
let you
like
rock.
that.
I don't
Because
agree, but I'm
there's
gonna let you
been,
rock.
but what good can the Lakers actually have this year? Outside of this being LeBron's 20th season, outside of hey, AD might be in street clothes less time this year. Like what bright spot does this team have? What gives you hope to say they have a better record than the Kings?
I think they have two all-star caliber players, and I know that is very easy to dismiss, because, but at the end of the day, when you're looking roster to roster, like at the end of the day, this is a star-driven league,
But
and
this
when
is
you have LeBron
also
and AD versus Sabonis and Harrison Barnes as your two
yes,
best, like
yes, but this is also a league where shooting is the primary part of it, right? That's what everybody's looking for, shooting and defense, right?
sure, yep.
Everything else you kind of like you kind of fill in the gaps where you need to and you do your thing. If you don't have any shooters on your team versus a team that actually has shooters on their team, Sabonis and Harrison Barnes, I trust alone. Just those two. Just
I
those
don't know.
two.
I can't comfortably say this. I can't, especially with the dumpster fire that organization has been for the last couple of
Oh,
years.
for sure.
There's no there, and it does speak more to the Lakers' position than how good the Kings are. What you're
Yeah.
saying, I get it,
Yeah.
100%. I just cannot agree with that. Like I feel like I understand what you're saying about the shooting. I agree with you as well, but at the same time, it's just to a certain extent, something's got to give as far as how long these seasons go.
Oh,
We're gonna start knocking down some shots, you know.
some no, they're not.
Once
No,
again,
they're not. You
more
got
more than
Toscano
Sacramento.
Anderson.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Let's fuck the wager, right? Fuck the Baker
Yeah.
Mayfield stuff.
Yeah.
This is where things lie, right?
Yeah. I'd say this is more comfortable.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So if at the end of the year the Lakers have a better record,
Than the
then
Kings.
you choose what NBA teams memorabilia I'll put back here, and I'll put it back here. Same thing
Okay.
goes for you, correct?
Okay. Bet.
Perfect. This is amazing. This
Bet.
is amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope you
I
like
can't wait to put a fucking Lakers jersey
you're
right
gonna
next to that.
put you're gonna put you're gonna put another Celtics jersey back here.
You're gonna put. I'm telling you right now. There's gonna be a Russell Westbrook piece of memorabilia from the Lakers on your wall, and
Bro.
hey, it's
Hey,
penance, penance.
look. If I am wrong, I will sport whatever bobblehead, whatever jersey, or whatever you're talking about getting back here. I'll put it on top of the Eagles helmet.
Wow, that's amazing. That's prime real estate right there.
That's prime
Yeah,
real
this is
estate.
amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
if I am wrong about
done deal.
this, I will do it. I will do it. But I'm not gonna be wrong about this.
Done deal.
I'm not the Lakers. I see nobody on their team that makes me go "Ooh," scared to
Is
go
there
to
anybody
crypto
on
arena.
Sacramento? Is there
I'm
anybody
scared
on
to go to crypto
Sacramento that
arena
makes you
to
feel that way?
hell no. But I'm just saying, shooting wise, bro, anybody that has a spectacular defense is going to eat the Lakers alive.
Hey, I think that same sentiment goes to the Kings.
I don't because I think the Kings can actually get some wins.
Hey, we gonna
I
see.
I think they could.
We gonna
They're
see.
not the Kings aren't going to do anything spectacular this year, but I think they'll have a better record than the Lakers.
I like it. I like it. I just want to say Kings are 0-1, Lakers 0-2 right now. So
Better record.
2 games. You're right. You're right. We'll see. We'll see where this ends up. I can't wait. I'm glad this is actually reinvigorated
Yes,
my sentiment for both of these teams now. Now I have a reason to care,
you
which
have.
which
We have a
ultimately
reason to actually discuss them.
it's what we're looking for in the show, right? So we'll move on.
Yes, sir.
Um to the best part. We're going to be projecting our um awards for the NBA season. Now we do this every year. A lot of times we get it extremely wrong.
Oh
So I
yeah,
just want to say that off the bat.
yeah,
There were a couple that we got right last year. I mean, you got your finals prediction spot on, so that was really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing how we do this year. We're going to start it off as we should with the MVP discussion.
yeah.
So a lot of different routes we could go with this one. Um, I'm not going to make the same mistake I made last year. Just saying that off rip. I'm not going to do it.
Good.
Um, I think a lot of people are very high on Jokic in this role, just because obviously two-time, familiarity, that those always play a factor.
Hmm.
But this season, I am not going to do that. I'm not going to go with the homer pick. I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to be objective here, right?
Were
I'm
you
trying
gonna
to figure
say
out.
Gildas Alexander?
No, 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 no. I said
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not. I said I'm not.
okay.
Um, there's a lot of different routes you could go with this
Yeah,
award.
yeah.
Ultimately, where I'm going with it is very, very, very simple. Um, the returning champs, the returning champs. Um, there's going to be a lot with all the drama. When you got teammates punching each other in the face, um, there's always extra eyes on what you're doing, right? But I think it's about time Steph Curry got a little bit respect on his name, and I think having a season where you're not going to really be asked to up your offensive load, right? He's not
Yeah,
going to be asked to do so. But considering that I think he does, um, I think it's a safe pick. So I'm going with Steph Curry for my MVP. I
that
think
is safe.
health is a scary thing when
Hmm.
making that consideration, but I like it. So let's do it.
Not mad at that at all. I think it's very possible. I think it's very possible. I actually think it's a little overdue too, but I'm going full homer on this one. Jason Tatum.
Really,
I think because I was battling, because I'm thinking it's either Tatum, Giannis, or Steph. I'm gonna take my guy, man. I think Tatum is playing with a chip on his shoulder this year. And they want to get back to the finals, and I think losing the championship on your home floor, I think that did something to him. I actually I do believe, and I don't care what anybody says. You can at me if you want. I think we're going to end up seeing what happened with Kobe take place with Tatum. He lost in the finals, right? Lost that first finals, and it did something to Kobe, man. Like, he locked in even more and just went and tore the league up. And I think we are going to bear witness to that. I think we're going to see him. I think we're going to see Tatum do the exact same thing. So that's the reason why, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and lean toward Tatum's name
I
on this
like it.
one.
And hey, my fantasy team auto picked him, so I'm
Oh my
happy. This is
god!
what I need right now.
Wow.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, that's a great auto pick, man.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Wow.
I've never done this, and it wasn't on purpose. Like I was actually in the middle of doing some shit, so that's why I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't draft. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm all in on auto draft to the championship this year in the OTS league,
Wow.
because my team is
Wow.
good, dude. I have Tatum, I have Harden, I have Vucevic, I have Jonas Valanciunas. I have so
Oh.
many fantasy goats, and I'm on the wire to pick up Tobias Harris as well. Like
Okay,
I
that's a
think
good
I
look.
can do it. I think I can do it. I'm just saying.
That's a real good look. I don't even know what league you're talking about. Which one? What's your team? Your team's name?
The OTS one.
Yeah, I have. There's like two or three of them.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. The one that's active, because the other one, it's a continuation of last season, but it didn't get renewed, I think.
Yeah, one did not get renewed. That was with MTMV.
Oh yeah, true, true, true.
Yeah. Okay, I think I see what you're saying. I think I see the one you're talking about.
Yes,
Um,
sir. I'm facing
yeah,
Shaq.
I got
Christopher's Choice Team. I need to change this name. It's
yeah, you
terrible.
do. You do.
I
Um
got Van Vliet. I got Michael Porter. Come on.
yeah, I
Jordan
got
Poole.
that's
Donovan
that's
Mitchell. Like, come
that's a
on,
good
son.
team. That's a good team. I ain't gonna front. That's a good team. I got Damian Lillard, Booker, Beal, Ingram, Bogdanovich, Clay, Zubac,
Nice.
Jokic,
I
Jared
like the
Allen.
Ingram. Brandon
Yeah.
Ingram's gonna ball this year.
Yeah.
Jared
Yeah.
Allen's that dude too.
Yeah.
Those
Like
rebounds are gonna go crazy.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that got here. Wiggins, Royce O'Neal.
Wiggins isn't that
Fantasy.
good of a fantasy player.
Hey,
I
I'm
feel
taking
you.
I'm taking a flyer on him, man. I think
I like
because
it.
Clay's gonna take a little step back from what we're used to, and that's where Andrew Wiggins steps in. So
I like that. Maple
yeah,
Jordan doing the goddamn
Michael
thing.
Jordan.
So
Yeah,
we'll leave
yeah,
it. We'll
yeah,
leave it at that.
yeah,
I like those
yeah,
MVP picks though.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I absolutely brain dead, but we'll move on. Rookie of the year. Um, I think my gosh, shit, man.
I know
R.I.P.
because he would be it. He
It
would be
hurts
it.
so bad. It hurts so bad. Like he was gonna get this award 100%. So
Yeah.
it really does hurt. But Paolo's cleared the lane. He already got his first body.
Oh my
I'm
God.
going Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, I'm going with him too.
Dude balled out.
He
Dude
balled out for sure.
balled out.
Yeah,
And it's the first game, but still,
yeah.
love to see it. Most improved player. This is one of the more fun ones for me to think about. And this is my pick. Is somebody that we've argued on this show. So I'm gonna let you go first because I think mine's gonna be a little more controversial.
I don't know.
Yeah, even better. That's why
I don't
throw it on
know.
you. We'll work this out together. You know what I'm saying?
Because last year was so weird. John Morant should not have won that, right? But
Hmm.
oh, that's hard, bro. Come back to me.
All right.
Come back to me.
So I'm gonna give you my honorable mention first, and then I'm gonna
Okay.
give you the person I'm actually picking. My
Okay.
honorable mention. I think that we're in some for some fun times in Detroit in a way that we haven't been the last couple of years. So I got my eye on Kate Cunningham for this award, especially
Okay.
because there was a lot of disappointment in his rookie season,
Mm-hmm.
given he's the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
So he's someone to keep your eye out for, and I just think the situation around him got better. So
It did.
talent, especially when you're a guard, can only help your play. But my actual, the real pick, young T Mac in the flesh. I'm going with Jalen Green, man.
Oh,
This guy is a baller. He put 30 on their head in preseason, and I think it's going to be a lot more of that during the season as well. His outside shot is looking good. His bounce is always there. Um, the dude is a baller, man, and you don't see what I see, but this year I think everyone will. So I'm going Jalen Green.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna be safe. No, no,
Yes, I'm gonna be safe. Austin Reeves.
no. I'll say, I'll say Zion.
Oh, I didn't even think that's a really good one.
He
Holy
stays
shit.
healthy.
That's
He stays
comeback
healthy.
though, but I don't think they
I
do that
know,
anymore, right?
but I don't think they do come back either. But
That's an NFL
that'd
thing.
be that'd be an improvement though.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
especially if he can average like what 25, 30. If he can average somewhere in that range, why not? He
Yeah.
just beat the brace off the Nets. That majority of people were trying to sit here and tell me that we're going to the finals.
Yep.
Why not? So yeah,
Hey,
it
I
ain't Ben
like that.
Simmons. I'll tell you that.
For sure. For sure. Definitely. This next one is actually really hard to pick. And it's because it requires us to really think about who can fit into this role, right? That's what makes it really difficult. So,
Yeah.
sixth man of the year.
Ooh, that's easy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Malcolm
Can
Brogdon.
we do it? Wow. How dare you? Because when you said it was easy, I thought you were going a different direction with this one. God damn it, Derrick. All right, I'm gonna write it out. Malcolm Brogdon. For you at least.
I mean,
I wanted
he's
to
a.
do the 1, 2, 3 Tyler Hero.
Oh,
Like,
my
what's going
bad, my
on,
bad,
bro?
my bad. No, I can't choose Tyler Hero because there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell I'm choosing Tyler Hero in this one.
Wow.
No,
Okay.
no, no. When you have a guy that could be a starter on any team and shoot like he actually chooses to come off the bench, that's a scary move. That's a scary move for any other team. And
Mm-hmm.
and he comes in and has a great impact on the team. Call me a homer. I couldn't care less. I'm going Malcolm Brogdon on this
I
one.
like it.
It
I like
makes
it.
sense for sixth man of the year.
I almost went Westbrook, but I'm not gonna put myself through that pain.
Why?
I know pain. That's
Why?
why. Pain and loyalty. You know, pain and loyalty.
No, no,
Hey,
no,
I know a lot
no.
of abused women. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's how I feel about my Westbrook fandom. Okay,
No, bro.
I am a
If he gets
tortured soul, but
look,
I am not leaving this ship. Okay,
if he gets out of LA, I can give you that.
even if he
No,
gets out
no,
of
no, no, no,
LA,
no, 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 no,
it's
no,
not
no,
going
no.
nowhere.
John Wall.
Ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way, dogs. Ain't no way, dogs.
You don't think?
Hell no. Hell no. I don't. Luke Kennard is gonna do better off the bench than John Wall will. I promise. Come on, bro.
I'm sticking with Malcolm Brogdon,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
John Wall is not a bad look though. He's not a
He is a
bad look.
bad look.
He's
Just
not
because
a
he's
bad
doing the
look.
Dougie again, I'm
No,
not convinced. I'm not
no.
convinced.
The burst is there, is back. Um, the bounce is there. You know, of
It
course, he's
always
not.
is there for the first 2 weeks. You
Look,
know?
hey, look, right now, right now, he looks like he could be a candidate. Right now, I know we're only one game in on the Clippers, but right now he looks like he could be a candidate. But I'm sticking with
Mm.
Malcolm Brogdon for sure.
All right. I'm glad we're on the same page with that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
This one is actually very exciting. Defensive player of the year. Because I'm going out on a whim out of something I saw last night. So what is your pick? I'm making you start this one.
Huh? Why? Um, back to back, baby. Marcus Smart.
Uh could be, could be, could be.
I mean,
I like it.
I'm going with him,
I
bro.
like it.
I'm going with him because
I
I
can't
mean,
hate on it.
consistent every year. He plays
Yep.
like consistent defense every year, and I think Tatum is going for all defense.
Yep. I
So
don't
yeah,
blame that. So mine is entirely based off of two things. One, the game that I watched yesterday between
yeah,
the Lakers and the Clippers.
yeah.
And
But that was
two,
also the Lakers, bro. Like,
I know, but it's all if you watch this player, I promise, it comes off. It comes off. So, and he's on a team that honestly is more offensively focused as well. So I think that gives him like better, I guess, of a case to say the defense is good because of me.
yeah,
And when you already are, I mean, it's a couple games into the season, but when you have the most rebounds and the most block shots, you start to feel good about how someone's going to be for defensive player of the year, and that is Ivica Zubac for the Clippers, and that's a fucking deep cut right there. That's
that
someone that
is not only a deep cut. That's just like, I don't, you know how have you ever gone to somebody's house and you're like, how the hell did you find this?
yep, yep. Hey, where the fuck you get this from?
like,
Like,
like what listing was this on, bro? Like, how the hell you find this all the way out here? That is how far out that one is.
I like it.
That
I
is
like it.
very interesting. Zubac. Hey, I got him on fantasy, so like I love him.
I like it.
I don't think
And I'm
he's gonna.
telling you, watch him because the dude is sneaky quick out there.
Oh,
Like
he is. He is.
sneaky quick.
He is. He is.
And I'm not saying that just because. his skin tone. But we'll move on. We'll move on. It's just the truth, you know. You either are black explosive or a an athletic white dude. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between. But we'll move on. We'll
God,
move on from
dog.
there.
Okay, yeah.
Next up, coach of the year.
Honestly,
Don't do it. I know what you think you about to do. Don't do it.
no, I'm not gonna go Homer all the way, even though I think he could do it. I think he could do it. But I'm gonna give
Hmm.
it to Ty Lue right now.
Hey,
Give it to Ty
yes.
Lue.
That. God damn it. Mine is gonna be a deep cut. You ready? Dwayne Casey. Do you know what team Dwayne Casey is coaching this season?
The Pistons, right?
Yes, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm going
What the
Dwayne
hell are
Casey
they
on this
doing?
one.
What the hell are they gonna do this year?
Better than what they did last year. I don't think they. I think they're in bubble conversations come the end of the season. So we'll see.
Yeah, yeah, they're not doing much.
And
And I
and I
think
hate
I think
I
Coach
hate
of the
that Ty
Year.
Lue gets this rap, but I still kind of feel like Ty Lue's carried a little bit
I mean,
because he
so is
has a
Steve
very
Kerr.
good staff.
Look at Steve Kerr.
That's very true as well.
So I mean, and he's won it, right? He's won
Yeah,
Coach of the
I think he's
Year.
won it twice.
Yeah. So this got to be some other criteria for Coach of the Year because it
Yeah, it
can't
feels very
just be,
different every year.
yeah,
Feels
it
very
can't just be record. It
Yep.
can't just be record because record does not. We've said this multiple times on this show, but record, not all records are the same, and records don't tell the whole story of that team's season. Or not every team. But just winning the most games in the league or on in your conference, to me, that's not determining of who's coach of the year. It's like I want to see who draws up the best out of timeout plays. I want to see who gets those defensive stops when the team is going on a run and you're down 10-15 and you come back, and win in dominant fashion. I want to see who's putting their guys in the best position, who gives the other team the most fits, right? That to me, that'll give me a better understanding of who's coach of the year. Just the record thing. They got to have some other criteria for this thing because I don't care what anybody says. Ime Udoka should have been coach of the year last year. He should have been coach of the year last year. He
Yeah.
wasn't, whatever, but he should have been.
Hmm.
He should have been.
Yep.
What a turnaround last year. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Definitely.
So, whatever. But I would like for them to plainly explain the criteria for all these awards.
Hmm.
I would
It's
love
very
for them to,
subjective. That's the issue.
yeah.
It's very subjective.
It's because, yeah, because look, you could say defensive player of the year and be like, oh yeah, well, Jokic should definitely win that. Embiid should definitely win that. Giannis should definitely win that. But
Hmm.
when you guys got guys that are actually defending multiple positions and teams have a hard time scoring on them, or they draw charges like crazy, like those are
That
guys that
has
are
to count.
actually, that has to count. It can't just be a popularity contest, which is why I was glad Marcus won it last year because he deserved it, but also because it showed that it wasn't just that.
Hmm.
So that I want them for MVP, six man of the year,
Keep that same energy.
that
That's
same
all we ask.
energy. Yeah, rookie of the year. I want them to explain why this person won this. I want that
Hmm.
criteria clearly spelled out. So yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm intrigued to see what happens this year.
You're asking a lot from a league
Oh yeah,
that handled this whole Robert Sarver situation the way it did. So
yeah,
don't expect that at all. But
yeah,
hopefully that does come out for our sake. But finally, my favorite part of these awards,
yes sir,
we get to predict the finals here
yes
and
sir.
tell you who we think is going to be there at the end. And I know that this is not going to be easy for you to hear, but I think it's always of good thumb to assume, just with how difficult it is, that the two teams that made it last year aren't going to make it this year. Let's look at last year. It was
Wow.
Phoenix and it was the Bucks, and neither of those teams made it back. So let's see. I am picking
Wow. Is
Yep.
that who you're choosing?
No, 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 no. I'm
Oh,
saying
okay, okay,
the
okay.
year before it was Phoenix and the Bucks, and none of them made it back. So
Oh, you
what
talking about
I'm
the year?
saying is
Okay, I'm sorry.
exactly. I'm prefacing. I'm prefacing.
Got you,
I'm building up here. This is
got you,
TV.
got you,
Okay, this is
got you.
more than you know.
My bad,
Okay,
brother.
thank you, thank you. So I think it's important to lay that out. I don't think
Yeah.
I think a lot of this pick has to do with that, and also I just feel like these two teams really set themselves apart because of different factors. But I'm going with Eastern Conference led Bucks team going up against the Western Conference LA Clippers. So that's who I've got as my finals matchup. I think obviously with everything coming together for the Clippers at the right time and with that veteran leadership as well as you mentioned, I know I was cutting on John Wall a little bit, but I do think that was a good pickup for them and what they need to have a secondary ball handler off that bench. I'm
Mhm.
really a fan of Reggie Jackson and everything he does. I don't think the OKC Thunder get enough credit for the players in
Oh
this
yes,
league that we
yes,
have developed and made into goddamn good players for a lot of
yes.
different teams. I mean, we were talking a bunch about Sabonis earlier too. I mean, the
Hmm.
track record speaks for itself. But
Yeah.
I say all that to say I really liked what I saw out of the Bucks last year, and I know you probably don't want to hear that, but just a super great series with you guys that really makes me think that they're right there no matter what. And just because the hangover, right? I don't expect the same teams to make it again just because the same thing happened before. So that's where I'm going with this one. How do you feel?
I feel you're wrong. Um, I understand why you're saying that, but I feel you're wrong. Uh, everybody, a lot of people, not talking, not saying you, but a lot of people go back to that Milwaukee Celtics series and say, oh, well, they were missing Middleton. Middleton was hurt. Yeah, so was Marcus Smart, so was Robert Williams, and so was Tatum. All three of them were hurt and playing less than and still won the series. So I don't want to hear that. I'm saying I think we have a part two. I think we have a part two.
I like
Celtics,
that.
Warriors, different outcome this year. I think both teams definitely did what they needed to do to improve for sure. But I still believe wholeheartedly they had the best player, but we had the better team.
Hmm.
But you can't win when you got Tatum, Smart, and Williams all hurt in the finals. It's just you're not gonna. It's hard to win that whole series, and they still could have won. That's the thing that's kind of crazy. They still could have won that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they got Malcolm Brogdon. Williams is coming back. Very possible Danilo Gallinari comes back for the playoffs. Very possible. I'm not banking on it, but it's possible.
Yeah.
So
As long as he don't got that shitty ass mohawk, we're cool.
yeah. Speaking of haircuts, did you see Gordon Hayward's haircut?
Oh my goodness, bro.
I don't know what happened, man. Charlotte, there's some water, something in that water in Charlotte, bro.
There's something going on,
Something
bro.
going down there, man. Um, but yeah, I
It's
think
so bad. Like,
it's
who the fuck
horrible.
advised yo
It's
a
horrible.
half fade? Like, what is this?
That wasn't
What
even
I never
half
seen
fade.
nothing
That was
like
just
this,
like they did the temple fade and then just gave up. It said
bro. That was
spike
a
it,
three. Man said, "Give me a 3/4 fade, bro. Don't trim nothing off the top. Like what? Like
keep it. I
yeah.
didn't know that was even him. I thought people were joking. I'm like, that's not Gordon. I
This
honestly
is photoshopped.
I did
There's
not
no way,
recognize him. I honestly did not recognize him. I'm used to the beard. I'm used to the fade. Like dude usually has his hair done nice. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, man. But
bro.
something in that water in Charlotte, bro. I do know
Yeah,
that. I do
yeah.
know that. So, but
R.I.P.
yeah,
Steve Clifford
most definitely.
just came into the worst situation possible.
He really did. I think we have a repeat, and I think the Celtics win this, and I'm going to say the Celtics win it in six.
Oh, I didn't even fucking do that. You're right.
I think they win it in
Gosh
six.
darn it.
Yeah,
I
but I
think
wouldn't
it's
be surprised if
important
the
to
Clippers
note.
won that. I mean, if the Clippers get to the finals, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
for
giving
sure.
credence to the champions in this one, and I think they do it.
Celtics in six, you said?
Yeah,
I like that. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Bucks in seven.
Bucks and seven.
So that's my idea here. We got a two-time champ in Yanni Antetokounmpo. You feel me? And just like that, that's our NBA little look forward show. We also still got to do a little bit of preview as far as where we think the seedings end up, but maybe we'll do that next week. Give us a little bit more
Yeah,
time to think about
for
that one.
sure, for sure.
So I'm pumped though, because we're
Yeah,
not done yet, baby. My
yeah,
favorite time of the show
yes,
to
sir.
get talking about what I think should be one of the more entertaining cards of the year, UFC 280. This card is stacked. There's a bunch of fights on this card that deserve your attention, especially
Mm-hmm.
on the undercard. So there's a couple of fights I wanted to highlight here. Get your thoughts. Talk about the matchup. And then, of course, give us a little bit of predictions for the top three matchups. So the main events for 280. And by the way, this card is airing tomorrow. And most
Mm-hmm.
importantly, the card starts at 10 a.m. Eastern. So very different,
Jesus.
very different timing here. So the prelims start at 10 a.m. Main card should be starting around 2 p.m. So you got a lot of I mean, East Coast, I love this. I love having fights on as soon as you wake up. But it's something to get used to as well. So make sure you don't miss it.
Is
Uh,
this
but
is this a standard thing moving forward for UFC?
Not at
Or
all. It's just because they're in Abu Dhabi, and for once they're
that's right.
accommodating the local time zone instead of
Okay,
forcing them to show up in the middle of the night to accommodate the West Coast
because it
time zone.
makes sense.
Exactly,
Dana
exactly.
White, bro.
So, because most likely the next time they go to Abu Dhabi, it'll be in the middle of the fucking night over there. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
um, yeah, so I'm looking forward to this card. The main event is insane, obviously for the vacant title because Charles Oliveira missed weight in his last one, but we all know he is the champion, right? No disrespect.
yeah,
Charles
yeah.
Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev for the lightweight title. Um, Islam, last time I checked, is a minus 190 favorite
Mm-hmm.
against the champ in everything he has done. Um, I'm so pumped for this fight because it's really like two different powerhouses
Mm-hmm.
that were built up in two very different ways.
Yeah.
Um, Islam in the way that he hasn't really faced the same level of competition that Charles Oliveira has faced, but the allure of who he trains with and where he comes from uh, really clearly has everyone enamored, including the people who are setting the lines. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
to have him as a favorite against a reigning champion by that big a margin is actually pretty considerable. Um, but what makes Charles Oliveira so interesting in this position too is how, in a lot of ways, he shouldn't be here, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
just, I mean, I've been on this show twice now, making my case why he's gonna lose his title,
Yeah.
and was proven wrong both times. And once again, something we talked about earlier, like there's nothing I relish in more than that because he proved so much to me
Mm-hmm.
on his run, even before becoming champion. Like just being able to turn it around from being someone who is known to miss weight over and over again and known to be fragile in fights to
Yeah.
quite literally now that's his MO. He will let you think he is hurt
Mm-hmm.
and pounce on you in a way that's very strange when you consider his early on career. But some people just turn you into a believer, man, right? And that's what Charles
Yeah.
Oliveira has done to me. I've been picking against him so long. Why not? Why not? I'm going with Charles Oliveira here. I think it's gonna have to be early. It's gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
be a finish, just because the strengths of Islam. If this goes longer, I'm just automatically going to assume that Islam is the champ. If we get out of the third round, basically because of
Mm-hmm.
his track record, and it's just such a hard fight to predict, man. Islam defensively is much more sound as well, but
Yeah.
offensively, Charles is much more potent. Like there's just so much to like about this clash of styles, and the more I think about it, the less clear the way it's going to play out it is for me. I really don't know how this fight is going to go, and that's what makes for a great fight. So I'm going
Yeah.
with Oliveira in this one, but super pumped.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Islam on this one. And that's mainly because like seeing how he interacts with Khabib as his coach, like that's it's something different when that man is yelling at you to transition to different moves, and as soon as you do it, victory.
Yeah.
It's just something that I think that he's going to be able to see from the corner, uh, uh, that's going to flip for Islam, and I think he's going to be able to take this one.
Wow, a real coronation. I like
Yeah,
it. I
yeah,
like it.
yeah.
And honestly, like I said, that the odds makers agree with you. It seems like he should walk through Charles Oliveira with the way it's
Oh, that's not happening. But I
with the way
think,
it's lined. Yeah.
yeah, 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 that's definitely not happening. But I think it's going to be a very interesting fight for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait. The transitions are going to be absolutely fucking nuts. So
crazy.
looking
That's going to be
forward
a
to that.
world class, a master class right there on
Yep,
transitions. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
for sure. And
Yeah,
then we got a big co-main too. Aljamain Sterling defending his title against T.J. Dillashaw. His most recent win against Corey Sandhagen in a split decision that was razor thin. I thought he lost that fight,
yeah.
but I understand why he gets the shot after that one. Um, how do you feel on this one? I'm gonna let you start this one off.
How long has Dillashaw been away? 2 years?
He's been back. It's been a year now because his last fight he got his knee injured, so
That's
he's been on
right.
the shelf.
That's right.
But it's been about a year. But before that, he was suspended for 2 years. So he's
Suspended for 2 years.
37 years old now. So I think that's important to note.
Yeah, I'm going with Aljamain here. Um, he's got the reach advantage, got the height, and he's got the age, obviously. Um, I love Dillashaw too. Like that's the thing. I love him, but I think Sterling is showing some aspects of his game
Mhm.
that he'll be able to take advantage of this and win this one.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a big fan of Aljamain Sterling too. But the more I think about this fight and the way the styles line up, I think TJ runs away with this one. And what makes it such a hard matchup is I really feel like wrestling and striking wise, like it's very clear who has the advantage in
Mm-hmm.
each spot, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I think what makes the biggest difference is when you look at the last matchups with Piotr Jan and the way that matchup played out for Aljamain,
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to have a much harder time adapting to the footwork of TJ Dillashaw and being able to move around and not being such a stationary target for those wrestling attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's going to change the entries. I don't think it's not that I'm saying that I think TJ is a better defensive wrestler than Peter Yan necessarily. It's just his standard motion leaves him less available to being
Yeah.
shot on, if that makes sense. So I'm really excited for this one. I think it's really going to come down to staying on the feet, and I think if Aljamain's able to get him down for extended periods of time, he's probably going to get the submission.
Yeah.
But just
Yeah.
just based off track record and the way things should play out in my mind, I'm going with TJ in this one. And honestly, I hate it for me because I'm not a fan. And obviously, getting popped for EPO, which is a very serious performance enhancing drug.
Yeah.
Um, you don't want to root for this guy, but
Yeah.
the skills are undeniable, and I think becoming a three-time champ really positions himself to be the bantamweight goat. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
a lot on the line on this one for sure.
Yeah. But
Crazy stuff.
can you still consider him in the GOAT conversation after being popped like that?
I I think so, and here's why. There's first of all, there's a built-in excuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
It only happened when I went down a flyweight because I
Mm-hmm.
needed it to make the weight cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the issue with that is there's always been smoke, right? There's always been people saying that he's been cheating before he even got popped.
Right.
What makes the difference for me is if you're able to reclaim the title after that, after you're still getting tested on a regular basis with added scrutiny now because they know that you popped.
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes the difference, right? Being able to still come back and potentially become champ again and have another reign after all that, I think that really separates him from Dominic Cruz, who I would say is number two
Yeah. Yeah.
all time so far. But I think if Aljamain wins this one and gets another couple title defenses, he's right in that conversation too.
Yeah.
So really speaks to how close this one is. And I get why it's cloudy too. That's why it's not as if he wins this and is solidified as the greatest of all bantamweight, greatest of all time bantamweight. But um, winning after being popped and serving your suspension does a lot for that case, in my
For
opinion,
sure. For sure. For sure.
because it legitimizes it, even though you had those tainted ones in the past.
Yeah.
And then the last matchup I want to do picks with you with, man, Piotr Jan coming up against Sean O'Malley. the great white hope, right? Dana White's been talking all week about how if Sean O'Malley wins this one, he could be the biggest international star since Conor McGregor, right? For them. And I don't doubt that. Like this is going to the moon. It's that kind of a matchup. Um, dude, I'm so hyped for this fucking fight, man. Two
It's
two
gonna be a
two
good
guys that
fight.
I'm really big fans of.
Yeah,
I really want to go with the upset here and say Sean
yeah.
O'Malley, but I'm not. I'm gonna go Peter Yan. I think he's steady Eddie, as steady as it can come when it comes to striking disciplined fighters. And I think he's not going to be there to be caught, and he'll eventually find himself either damaging Sean O'Malley's legs or taking him down. So I'm going Pierre Yan here, but honestly, this is a scarier fight than it looks like on paper.
I'm going with Jan too. I can't confidently say O'Malley against Jan.
For
Not
sure.
against him. If you're talking about pretty much anybody else, yeah.
For sure.
Jan though. I think Jan's gonna take this and it's gonna be a decisive win too.
For sure. For sure. And then lastly, there's only one more matchup I'm going to say, and then two people I just think you should keep an eye out for on the card as well. The biggest matchup, not on the main card though. Benil Dari. Oh no, I lied. Sorry, excuse me. That's on the main card. Um, Bilal Muhammad coming up against Sean Brady. Bilal Muhammad just beat Vicente
Yeah,
Luque, and I
yeah.
really did not
I
expect
didn't
him to
expect
come
that
off
one.
that, dude,
No.
and dominant as well.
Yeah,
Like, and what really comes off the page when looking at him fight too is just his fight IQ is on another level.
yeah.
Just he knows when to change things up and put himself in a better position to use all his skills, really.
Hmm.
So big fan of his well-roundedness against a fucking monster grappler in Sean Brady. Do you know that Bilal Muhammad is now training with Habib's team on a regular basis?
I thought he already was.
Yeah, so before he was based out of Wisconsin and
Uh,
training with Rufus Sport, which is Anthony Pettis's gym.
yeah,
But recently made the move, has been working directly with Khabib's team only in preparation for
that's
this fight.
scary.
Dude, super
That's
scary.
scary. I mean, I respect for Pettis, but
Different styles,
that's a
for sure.
dad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's scary if he's been doing that.
Dude. But Sean Brady's so good too. Like his last fight
Yeah.
against Michael Chiesa, really didn't expect him to be able to out grapple him that way. And Chiesa
Mm-hmm.
said, and Chiesa has trained with Bilal. He said that
Mm-hmm.
he's never felt anyone at 170 that strong before,
Yeah.
which is crazy because he's a huge 170 pounder himself.
Yeah.
I'm all types of pumped for this fight. I think there's so many questions that are going to be answered in this one, and it isn't getting the hype it deserves. So that's why I wanted to make sure I highlight that one. And then the other two names I think to watch out for on this card that are gonna have breakout performances, in my opinion, Manon Fiaho. She's fighting against Caitlin Chukagian, 125 pounds in the women's division, man. We're looking for some new blood, right? We're looking
Yeah.
for somebody to come up and face Valentina and have a shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think ultimately, Manan has looked like a beast. I mean, that's quite literally her nickname in all of her fights leading up to this one. I think this is a scary matchup just because Caitlyn is so good at neutralizing people's offense.
Mm-hmm.
So it could really lead to some stalemates on the feet. But I'm just such a fan of what she does in the clinch, on the feet, at range. I feel like she's such a good striker and is just going to be able to be more aggressive and more mean on those clinch breaks
Mm-hmm.
and really rack up the damage against Caitlin Chukagian, who also missed weight, unfortunately, this weekend. So all of those things add up to what I think should be a breakout performance and really stamping her case to fight Valentina next. And then finally, Mateos Gamrot, who just came off of beating Armin Saryukin, who, if you ask me, those two guys are the future of lightweight. That's how good both of them are. And that was one of the more fun fights to watch. Please, if you haven't watched it, check it out. The
Yeah.
transitions in that one, absolutely insane. And the striking as well, striking into grappling in that one, really exciting stuff. But I feel so bad for Benil Dariush, right? Because right before he got injured, he beat Tony Ferguson dominantly and was
Mm-hmm.
positioned to be the next person to get the title shot,
Mm-hmm.
and then broke his leg, and now your reward is you get to fight this surging contender who is beating everyone on their way up.
Yeah.
And if you win, you get a title shot, right? But if you lose, no, I lied. I lied. Dana White has come out during this week and made it very clear that the next title shot at 155 is to Alexander Volkanovski, the 145-pound champion.
Oh wow.
And he is also serving as the backup fighter for this main event this weekend. He's there already. He already weighed in as well. So if anything happens, he will be stepping up to fight either Islam or Charles and will be the
Wow.
next one in line. So literally, quite literally, they said, Dariush, here you go. Fight this killer, and maybe you'll be second in line if you win. Just the most fucked up situation for Benil. And I think the odds speak to how that matchup should go. I really think Mateus Gamrot is the future of that division, and I think he probably knocks out Benil and moves on. So watch out for Benil Darius. Watch out for Manon Ho. And of course, the title fights are going to be insane. This is one of the deepest cards all year, so make sure you check it out for sure.
For sure. For sure. Looking
Dude,
forward to it.
I'm pumped. I'm
Yeah,
pumped.
man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No reason not to be, man.
Yes, sir. But all right, just like
Yeah.
that, take us home, brother. Tell them where they could find you.
Yes, sir. Well, you want to follow me? You can follow me at Derrick_OTS. That's DERRICK, the black way to spell it. If you want to just follow the brand, at OTS Media Co. All social media platforms, OTS Media on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. Help us, chart, you know,
Help us
um,
help you. How
help
about
us
that?
help you. That's exactly it. Yeah, man. There's a lot of big things coming that we have not announced yet, but there's a lot of big things coming, and we want you guys to be a part of it. So please support us as much as you can. We appreciate you guys for supporting us already. But just spread the word about the show. I told Chris this the other day, I wholeheartedly believe that this is the best sports show out that has yet to be discovered. So, we're doing our thing, man. We're doing our thing. We talk about so much on this show. I think we ended up running a little over.
A little,
What
a
we
little.
usually do. Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. What we usually do. But we've been away from you guys for a while, so we wanted to come back and spend some time with you guys, like a long lost father should.
Exactly. Making up for
So
lost time.
yeah, yeah. So we appreciate you guys and love you guys very much. So please, just
Tell a friend.
keep
Tell a
rocking with
friend.
us. Yeah, yeah. Tell a friend, and keep rocking with us. We got a lot of stuff coming out for you guys. A lot of things for you guys to take part in and be a part of. So we definitely want this to be a little more interactive with you guys, and we want you guys to feel a part of the sideline, guys. You're on the sidelines with us, so we want you guys to feel a part of that and a part of that camaraderie. So
Get
we
your
appreciate it.
voices heard, by the way, on the
Most
Facebook group.
definitely.
We're
Most
gonna be
definitely.
we're gonna be pulling some conversations from there in the next couple
Yeah.
of weeks. So
Yeah. Yeah.
please get those conversations going in the Facebook group.
Most definitely.
But you can find me on Instagram at Chris Negron underscore, as well as Negron MMA on Twitter. Got a big episode next week, Pride 2. So the second UFC, non-UFC event in MMA archive history. Super exciting stuff. Make sure to check that out. That's coming out on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
And just give me a follow, man. We're at 417,
Look at
making the
that.
climb towards 500. It's
Look
crazy.
at
It's
that.
crazy.
Yeah. Yes,
So
sir.
really appreciate all the love that you guys have been given. Keep doing so. And as Derrick mentioned, don't forget to give us all the love as possible and give us those 5-star reviews. Send me some proof. I might send you some coin. I
Yes,
already
sir.
said this, but
Yes,
just
sir.
saying.
Yeah, we might be announcing a giveaway pretty soon too.
Might
So
be. If you're
I
lucky. I don't
I
know.
look, I mean, Chris and I are gonna discuss what that will be. We'll do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway because it's time for us to do one. So you never know what that could be. It could be a
Mm.
game, could be a gift card. You got to check the show out to know what it is. You got to check the show out to know who wins. So you
Mm.
know, we'll let y'all know. We'll let
For
y'all
real.
know, and then you let us know.
Shit. Let us know for real. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe you get a son sent expeditiously to the
Hey,
crib. I'm
but
just saying
look,
expeditiously.
it could be a jersey. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. It's gonna
It
be some.
could be an ounce of bud.
It's
Like there's a
something.
lot of options here.
So, there's a lot of options. Yeah. Outside of crack, that's in the
Yeah,
crack.
that yeah,
That's off the table.
yeah, no way.
You know.
No way. Feds
But
watching.
yeah, Feds watching. We don't play that.
But just like that, as always, we're leaving again. We might not be back, but
Yeah.
most likely we will be. So I'll see
Yeah.
y'all on next week. And as always, be easy, yeah.